in order to set boundaries, you really first have to know who you are and what you really want. You want to respect yourself. You want others to respect you. You want people to respect your time, respect your space, but we have to first understand what we want. And that's where I always start with my clients, besides their life, it doesn't matter what life they're currently living or experiencing within their family, within their friend circle, within their career. We have to step away from all of that and really go into self-discovery and self-understanding and self-realization about your specific desires and needs as a human being and what is right for you.
When I first heard about boundaries in my initial stages of recovery, I didn't think it was a very big deal. I was like, of course, like boundaries are important, but I didn't realize how many layers there were to boundaries and how that connects to the value that you have for yourself, as well as if you're a people pleaser, then you're definitely going to have some issues with boundaries because that means that you don't really have boundaries. And so that's what happened to me, is that I just got completely overwhelmed and I just felt like a failure because I took on all of these things, whether it was work or family or hanging out with friends. I just consumed myself with all of these things that were not sustainable. And that's really the big thing. At some point, it will catch up and you will understand this is not sustainable and this is not realistic. And that's why it's so important to be able to say no, and to be able to understand, why am I saying yes?
If we are used to saying yes to people, you have to get clear on what's the fear that's driving you to say yes. Is it fear of being alone? Is it fear of being not liked? Is it fear of not being accepted? If it's coming from a fear, then it's never a right way to behave. So you have to get clear on what emotion you are living from and making these decisions about how you let people in your life and how much you're allowing people in your life in such ways.
And I really think that a lot of people should be mindful of that because I think we're raised to not hurt people's feelings, which, yes, we shouldn't hurt people's feelings on purpose. But if it is in result of taking something out of you that takes away your energy in a negative way, then you should be able to say no to that.
We don't talk about boundaries. I had a client that said, well, I'm going to tell my mother that these are my boundaries. I said, no, that's not how we set boundaries. We set boundaries through our actions. So we, in fact, have to change within ourselves. And then we will show people how we want to be treated and how we deserve to be treated. So everything goes back to starting with understanding yourself first, and then having this love for yourself, that you are able to feel so strong within yourself and so comfortable, and then these boundary setting takes place so naturally and easily.
100%. 100%. I couldn't agree more. I really love this topic.
If you struggle with saying yes to everything, then take a look at yourself and maybe make a list of all the things, all the reasons why you think you need to say yes. Do you feel this anxiety like you're missing out? Is it because you want to be liked? You want to looked at as being intelligent? You want to be recognized and applauded? What are the reasons because there's always a reason why we do things to serve ourselves. But we have to realize and understand, which part of ourselves are we serving? Are we serving our integrity, our heart, or are we serving the negative energy or the ego or the anger or the fear? And that's when everything shifts and changes in your life. relationships become better, because your energy, you carry a different energy with you, and it's going to be noticeable. And you don't have to even ever have to talk about it. People will come to you and say how amazing you are. People will come to you and say how smart and intelligent and what a good person you are, just from being yourself. And we don't have to step outside of ourselves, meaning we don't have to rush to do whatever people ask of us. Because, you know, it's, if we let people treat us that way, you know, people will push their limits. And it's for us to show them how we want to be treated. Really, it's for you to understand how you want to be treated.
There was an instance that Leanna knows about where I had a friend come over to my house and, wanted to smoke pot in my backyard. And yes, pot is legal, but at the same time, it's also a trigger. And so I had to be able to create like what my boundaries are, because if I were the old Joel saying yes to everything, then there would probably be a ton of people drinking at my house. This literally was a place, my backyard was literally a place where a ton of people would drink, you know? So I have to be able to say no and understand that, look, if I lose friends because of it, then those are not the real friends to begin with, you know? But the real friends, the people that will be there for you no matter what, will respect your boundaries as long as you also do the same for theirs.
That's right. That's right. And you know, it's also about being in alignment with where you are in your life. So when you drink, that's the people you attracted, and that's the people who you were in alignment with. You had similar things in common, and that was fun. That was great, but that was then. And, you know, when we change, when we grow from a habit into a different habit, which is, you know, a different lifestyle without drinking alcohol and just being sober, you know, you're going to attract different people that are in alignment with what you're doing in your life now. And that's okay. And that's completely okay. And it doesn't mean that, you know, the people that you used to be friends with are, you know, bad or anything like that. No, it's just we're in a different place in our life now.
Leanna, what are some tips that these guys can do, if they're not able to see you for a session yet? What's something they can do right now?
Very gently take a look at anything that's bothering you in your life currently. Take a moment and write down some of the things that, some of the reasons why you feel there these things are bothering you. And then take that list and think about, how would I rather be, or how can I grow from this? What would be a better way for me to respond? And step into your that place inside of you, that part of you that just knows what's right. And there's a part of you that knows what's right, because if a friend would have come to you for the same advice, you would know exactly how to help them and how to lead them. So be that friend to yourself in these moments and start from there. Just start to allow yourself to get closer and closer and closer to those parts of you, even the ones that you don't really like about yourself, because those are the ones that are going to really make the transformation.
That's true. You are strongest in the places where you're broken. I love that quote. Leanna, thank you. Thank you so much. Per usual, you are the best. How can these guys get a hold of you?
Thank you, Joel. I would love to hear from all of you, and you can reach me directly at my website. It's leannalapidus.com. I have a contact form. Just fill it out and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I also would like to let you know that I have an online program which is great for people who want to start, you know, the journey to understanding themselves better, as well as learning how to write affirmations the right way that speak to you, setting daily intentions, and a lot of self-discovery work about how to create your new future life script.
Definitely. Leanna, thank you so much. And that is an amazing idea, especially since we are all safer at home. Make sure to check out her website. Definitely work with her. I still do, and I love it. It's the best thing in the world. So thank you again for watching, guys. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you want us to talk about. If you're not subscribing, please subscribe to this channel and keep watching our videos. There's definitely more to come.